Hello everybody. I probably should have actually checked my microphone before I swapped scenes, but never mind. How's everybody doing today? Otter! Welcome on in. I'm gonna crack my crispy Coca-Cola Zero. Well, I have just realized that the top is weird. Like the pull tab on the can looks weird. It used to be like the whole area that like attaches to the piece that pushes into the can, but then there was another whole area and that's not there anymore. I'm very confused. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, we're live. I'm sorry we're late. I have had a day. A very, very long day. Let me crack this crispy Coke. That's so weird that that's not. Okay. Anyway. I wish you could see what I mean, because I feel like explaining it doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's Friday. I'm very glad it's Friday. I wasn't working today, because I had an exam. So there's that. And that's a whole thing to unpack in itself. But before we get there, if my wire will come closer to me. There we go. Let me do my usual plugs and stuff. The exams, exactly, Otter, exactly. Okay, if you're not already following, there's my Twitter and Blue Sky links for basically go live notifications. IGTV link if anybody wants to see a full list of everything we've played on stream so far. The YouTube is there for VOD upload and Let's Play content. Woo! Let's Play content. The latest episode of my Callisto Protocol playthrough went live today, so if you want to check that out over the weekend, feel free to do that. If you're already on YouTube, thank you for following me. Drop a little subscribe if you're interested in seeing some more content from me. We have a Discord if anybody is interested in joining that. If you ever want to send me anything safely, you can use my throne. It's never expected, always incredibly appreciated, but please put your financial situation before anything else. And if you want to support me for free, Creator Cards exists, and I make sure that all of my cards on there are free. There's no AI involved. I make all my cards myself. I'm not going to lie to you. I literally just take screenshots from the game that I was playing, from my own VODs, and then like screenshots of my models, and like overlay them in Word. Because I'm sad like that, and I don't want to use online systems, even though it would make life easier. So, yeah. Anyway. That's all of that, and I guess we can get into playing the game. I might have to sleep so soon. That's okay. I just appreciate you being here, no matter how long it's for, no matter if you're chatting or sitting in the background. So thank you for being here, Audie, and chatting. Yeah, I've had a day. So, I had the day off work to go to my exam. My exam was at 1. So I was like, okay. I have to be there at 12:30 to register and get signed in for it. I can leave at 12. That will be fine. That will give me enough time to cycle there, register, and be there well in time for my exam. I hate doing exams to begin with, so I was feeling like super nervous. But anyway, I leave the house, I lock it up, I go downstairs. I take my bike out, I get on it, I let one car go past, I let 2 cars go past before I join the road. And literally, literally if you walked it, it'd be less than 10 steps from where I left the building. I went to turn right to go the road I was going to take. And there was an old person with one of their little old walker things standing there facing the street that if I could, my options are continue forward or turn right. So both cars had continued forward. They were standing facing the part of the street where the cars had gone forward. And I was like, okay, so they're not going to cross into my path. Literally put my hand out to signal that I'm going to turn right. And I'm not going like fast, but I'm going like fast enough that I need to brake because they decide to step right into my path. And I'm like, I need to brake. Now, the one thing you need to know about my bike, I am a back brake user. Because I grew up in the UK, and I always was told, never, ever, 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 ever use your front brakes because you will go over the handlebars. So I am not used to using my front brakes. However, my current bike, the back brake just does borderline nothing. It's like the brakes are just hitting, like if the tire had no air in it. It's how it feels. It doesn't really slow me down. So my brain goes, your back tire is shit for a brake. Use the front wheel. Use the front brake. Because even if I use both of them, it's not going to make any difference. So I use the front brake. And somehow went half over the handlebars / slid off the side of the bike / I don't know what actually happened, but I wound up on the ground with the bike on top of me. And the person that had stepped into the road just kind of watched this happen and was like, okay, I'm gonna go the way I was gonna go before. And there's 2 other people on the street and they see the whole thing happen and they just go straight back to their phones. And I was like, okay, yeah, nope. Nope. Not happening. Not today. At that point, take the grandpa out with a somersault. I would crash out. I didn't have the time to crash out. I didn't have the time because it was after 12 and I needed to get there for like 12:30, 12:40 at the latest. I did not have the time. I got up. I'm still in the road, by the way. I'm laying on the ground like, oh my god. I get up. I take the bike back. Put it back in the house, come back upstairs so I can change my pants, because when I've somehow managed to come off the bike, I've skinned my knee, and so I can see that it's like bled onto the pants. I'm like, that's not a look, need to change the pants. I order an Uber, I go to the exam, I do the exam, I come home. That's all perfectly fine. But it was just like, what is happening? And then it was like, okay, I'm gonna take the bike. No, you're not. No, you're not, because you just crashed on it. Okay, fine. Best part, don't know how this happened. The front wheel still faces forward, but the handlebars are almost parallel with the wheel. And I don't know how. So we need to fix that. We know how to fix it, but we need to fix that. The Uber I took to get to the exam, dude's like, wait, are you not Dutch? I'm like, okay, weird. I do the exam. I'm sitting outside waiting for my Uber back. It says 10 minutes. Still keeps saying 10 minutes. 30 minutes later it turns up and he's like, I'm so sorry. There was a ton of traffic because there was an accident. I'm like, it's fine. I had a feeling because I'd seen him going super slow on the motorway. And I'm like, okay. I start talking to him about cars. I'm like, this is a nice car. He's like, oh, thanks. And I'm like, oh, I had a car before I moved. He's like, wait, you moved here? Where are you from? Before he turned up, I was sitting on the steps outside the exam hall talking to somebody. And he was like, I wasn't sure if I should speak English or Dutch to you because I couldn't tell if you were Dutch or not. So now apparently I just look Dutch. So there's that. Genuinely pick up the bike and throw it to the grandpa. So, yeah. I'm hoping my exam is passed. By the time I got there, I was like, I do not want to be here. I'm like full like dissociation mode just in the waiting room. So, yeah. And apparently I look Dutch. Which is probably more of a compliment than I think it is. Because I'm not sure if it's a compliment or not. What were we doing here last time? I think we did North 1. So I think we need to go to North 2. I think. Let me have a look. No, you do look Dutch. Switching over to iPad. Okay, no worries. I do look Dutch. It's impressive, because I didn't think that I did. Couldn't tell you why I didn't think I did, but I didn't think that I did. Yes, let's do North 2. Anyway, that's my ramblings about today.
Yes, another island. Sorry, Melville. Well, it actually used to be a valley between the mountains, but it's mostly flooded now. That probably happened long before the founder came here, though.
Another legacy of our ancestors. Do me a favour, will you? Look for another one of the Founders' labs. We can't get back into the megastructure without getting to the third site in the north, but I need more information to make more fixes.
Okay, I think I might start with looking for the labs today. I'm back. Hey, welcome back. Yeah. It's interesting that you say I look Dutch as well. Unless that was a typo and you meant, no, you don't look Dutch. Because I asked him about it, and he was like, generically speaking, I wouldn't be able to tell that you're Dutch, but because you could be English, or Welsh, or Scottish, or, you know, Belgian, or French, or... Basically, what he's saying is I look like generic white person from European country that has English as one of their official languages. Which is most of them. I mean, if I didn't know beforehand, I would just start yapping Dutch. Really? That's interesting. That's really interesting. I would say I don't think I look Dutch, but then I wouldn't know what to describe what a Dutch person looks like as. You know what I mean? I also have big blindness to whether someone looks Dutch or not. Fair. Fair. Let's see if I can find the lab. That would be nice. Let's start with the lab. I'm just gonna chase question marks that you guys can't see because they're behind my scrolling stuff at the top. Ooh, there's a palm reader. We can do the palm reader if we find them. I know one would look at me and assume I'm not Dutch. Yeah. Yeah. I get that. To be honest. I get that. I would be like in between, because you could easily be. Or not. And I don't know if that's just me saying that because I know that you are. But yeah, my brain's like in between with it. Consume. Vox Pop number 9 from an interview with a protester outside the Institute for Applied Nomatics. Question. So why did you join this protest? Answer. Artificial intelligence is inherently dangerous to this planet's ecosystem. Defending that ecosystem is our responsibility. Question. In which way is artificial intelligence dangerous? Answer. I'm not some paranoid idiot imagining Skynet taking over the world, alright? That's science fiction. But what we're talking about here is an artificial intelligence without any of the attachment we have to the natural world. It is not capable of distinguishing between, say, an ore and a tree. Everything's just resources to it. People like Saravi or Drennan talk about ethics and philosophy, but they all embrace the same extractivist ethos that has brought us to the brink of disaster. Their intelligent being would try to optimize the world in its image, and in so doing, consume it. And then there's like a corrupted question and answer? Not the hiccups again. Please, not the hiccups again. Question. But so far, they're saying it's all theoretical. Answer. The atom bomb was theoretical at first too. Once something is there, someone's going to use it. Miranda. Why couldn't they imagine that we might care about the world? Athena. I don't know. Maybe because they were too used to no one else caring. Oh, that's too accurate right now, isn't it? I'm not sunburnt enough for that. That's fair. That is fair. Yeah, I will give you that. Founding 5. Hypatia's Journal number 5. From Hypatia's Journals, Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem. Day 200. Construction on our new home is coming along nicely. We finished 2 new buildings last week, and this week we started on our new lodgings. Athena and Cornelius have plans to erect a tower in the middle of the settlement, which will serve as our administrative center and main heliport, but right now that's still a long way off. Decades at least. It's hard to imagine that one day we'll be able to erect structures like that there will be enough of us to need that much space. But then I look at the dam and I remind myself, our ancestors built that, with their short lifespans and soft flesh and bone bodies. And then I think that there's really no limit to what we can achieve, given enough time, patience, and the capacity to dream. Oh, I closed out of that too quickly. Where is the cozy, hopeful game that I yearn for? It's a good question. It's a good question. In the puzzle solving aspect of it, it is. Time to sleep and shake off the world's woes reflected in a video game. That's very fair. That's very fair. Have the best sleep, honor, and the best dreams, and thank you for being here. I really appreciate it, and hopefully I'll catch you again soon. But thank you for being here. Love you. Thank you for the head pets. Yeah. Bonk, 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 bonk. A lurk as usual. Okie dokie. Thank you for dropping the lurk. I've got an audio file here as well.
Strap in, this is a long one. You may have heard the story of the carpenter who died to redeem humanity's sins. It's a powerful story, bittersweet, very human, and I just want to tell you that it's true. He was a real person, and his name was John. John Carpenter. He was born in the year 1948, and he was the coolest filmmaker to ever walk the earth. From Halloween to The Thing to They Live, the totally underrated In the Mouth of Madness, mind you, he just made classic after classic. All of his movies, really fun, really atmospheric, but also really smart. Even when they were goofy, most directors would kill to have made just one of those movies. And what did he get for it? A big, fat truckload of nothing. Well, less than nothing. The studios, the critics, even the fans, they hated him. The Thing, okay, for example, which is about as perfect a movie as you can make, completely torn to shreds. And his career never really recovered. Every movie after that was a struggle, and after a while, he just got tired of it and quit. He only really came back to movies in his 70s. How many works of genius did we never get because of that? Look, I have a point here. People like Carpenter, people like Alex, they're not always appreciated in their own time. If you just do what's popular, you might never create anything important. Of course, we admire people who did the right thing, who didn't conform, but we only ever admire them after the fact. What matters is to support people when it's difficult.
Okay. This is one of the secret levels. And trying to figure out exactly what it wants me to do. So if I activate this red one here, it turns on this fan. So I can't come down the street, but I also can't get through this gate without putting something on it. Oh, no, wait, hold on. I wonder. Okay, part of me wonders if I can activate this somehow, like through here. But then, like, I don't know, maybe not. Hold on. Let's reduce this down to a blue instead. And then that way... I'm gonna move it here. I'm gonna use the thing that I just put down here to access, to put the light in that one. And I'm gonna move this so it's actually in view when I'm past it. Aha! Okay. What? I had the same thought! What is up with the tabs on the cans? There's meant to be another hole there. It's flat and there should be another hole. I don't get it. Thank you for the first, sweetheart. It's not normal. I think it's just because there's a code on it, but like, why would they not just put the code somewhere else on the can? I don't like it. It feels weird. Oh, actually, you know what I probably should do? I probably should should also keep this attached to this one, maybe? I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna get knocked back by that, yeah. Hold on. Hold the phone. I'm wondering if maybe somehow perhaps maybe I can get this active and run past. Nope. No. Okay. Because the thing is, I need one of them to stand on that plate, so there's not too much I can do with that. Because if I do that, it accesses it too quickly. I wonder if I do this, if it'll work. Yes, because then it doesn't know what it's doing. Okay. Okay. It is the evening, so my brain might not be working. It's a high possibility. Very high possibility. Okay, hold on, what if I just do... See, I don't know. My brain wants to like keep moving both of them, but I can only move one of them. So there's that. Unless I could put it right in the corner and it actually connects to it, but it looks like it always just goes through the wall. So that's not gonna work. Okay. I'm gonna set it to the side there and run away with this. Definitely need something on here. That doesn't work. I still don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's actually gonna connect. It just wants to go through the wall the whole time. So that's not gonna work. I suppose my next question is there another piece of equipment I'm missing? Because sure as heck feels like there might be. But I don't think that there is. Let's have a quick look around. I also can't do anything with this, can I? No. There's not like a switch on the wall to turn it off. So... I suppose my next question is, there isn't another version of me, is there? It doesn't look like it, so... okay. Even if I tried, from the split second that I put it down, I can't run down there. And it doesn't go through the gates, so there's that. I feel like there should be some way where... stupid. No, I can't do anything through there. Okay, never mind. I'm thinking this one needs to go there, but it's very difficult to know. I really genuinely don't think that there's a way for me to get down this alley with it in the way. With the red light lighting up so quickly, I don't think I can get down there. It's frustrating because I know what I need to do, but I can't work out how to do it. This isn't even one of the actual puzzles, this is a bonus puzzle. I don't know if that makes it better or worse. So, lighting up the red gate on this side turns on that fan, but it also opens this door, behind which there's a pressure plate where you have to put something so you can run through the other gate to finish the level. And I can't put it on this side to connect to the gate because it just doesn't work. I also can't unlock this gate without not being able to get down there again. Because that goes way too fast. It's way too fast. And I can't take this off. It's stuck to the wall. It's a shame because I know what I have to do. I just can't do it. Oh. Okay. Feel like I'm losing my brain right now. Definitely losing my brain. I have no brain cells left. Let's go put this back from the start, right? I almost got there at one point. If my brain had worked for half a second longer. Okay, so use the blue to connect it to the red. Connect this one to there, so it takes up the red color. Disconnect that. And then bring this one through here. Connect to that, which will make it blue. This is important. It has to be blue. And then we're going to connect it to both of these. So that it doesn't work till I get down here. And then when I take this away, it works. Okay. I hope that that's going to be the only difficulty today. I fear it won't be, but you never know, I might get lucky.
Before we built New Jerusalem, we used to explore just like this. Small groups setting out for the horizon, looking for resources, trying to make sense of the world we'd been thrust into, trying to find a way forward. It was a hard time, but I can't deny that it was also exciting. I think it's part of our nature to be wanderers. Our ancestors crossed entire oceans on flimsy wooden boats, just to see what else there was.
Is it weird to feel nostalgic for a time I never experienced? I just think I could have contributed so much more back then.
It's not weird, but it wasn't all sunshine. People died.
Oh, I found it. Found the lab.
Calvin, Isaac.
I know, they were family to me.
Sorry. Didn't mean to reopen old wounds.
It's a legitimate point, but I don't think it invalidates the sense of wonder we felt. That's what kept us going.
Meanwhile, I found the lab. So, let's see if we can grab some schematics from Melville from here. What's this? It looks like DNA! Yay! Nerd things, geek things, love it. Love to see it. Is that Byron?
This is where they must have lived. Athena and Miranda. You know, for a moment, I almost expected to find them here. But the only thing that's still functional is the megastructure. I'm sorry. This must be awfully strange for you being thrown into all this history. But that's why I needed you. Because you're not burdened with all these memories and conflicts and regrets. Weigh on our minds like a nightmare.
A nightmare?
Our civilization is caught in a loop, 1K. We freed ourselves from the simulation, but now we're trapped again, and it's our own fault. We're afraid of taking responsibility, afraid of growing up. Instead, we make up some capitalized words and build up all these myths around them. Nature, balance, the founder, the goal. We're afraid to face the randomness of the cosmos, but equally afraid to imagine a better world. So we're stuck. I've been trying to find a way out for years. Something, anything, to get people to understand that we do actually have free will. That building a thriving, expanding civilization doesn't have to involve repeating the mistakes of the past. But I failed. Over and over.
Why did you fail?
Because for some reason, people find it easier to cling to cynicism and self-hate than to actually have hope. Because believing the worst about ourselves, calling ourselves sinners and fools, somehow still seems wise.
And you think what we've discovered here could change things?
Yes. Because this is something unexpected, an anomaly. Everything we found on this island challenges who we have become. It shows us that different answers are possible, and maybe that can break people out of the loop. All we need is a spark. Maybe that's why she made all this, the puzzles, the towers. A way of jolting us out of our complacency.
I hope so.
Thank you, 1K. I hope so too. We might be wrong, but let's be optimistic.
Woo,
Now,
optimism.
let's see what else we can find here.
It does actually look like a living room, doesn't it? With like plants, art on the walls. It does kind of look like somebody could have lived here. I thought this was a lab. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is still a lab. Oh, it's a chair.
Melville, eyes on 1K's stream. Is this thing what I think it is?
Blow my fuse box. It sure looks that way. Best not touch it until I get there.
Of course, sound of ice, but what is it?
I think it's a somnodrome. It's a sort of analytics tool for processing mental data that Melampus dreamed up.
But all he ever did was sketch out the theory. As far as I'm aware, he never actually built one.
Looks like the founder gave it a go.
Okay. How does it work?
Well, what we know is that our deeper algorithms are hard to pass. Melampus stipulated that the computational power to interpret them in real time would always be beyond us. But in theory, the somnodrome would interpret that data and loop it directly to our senses.
People were hoping to find answers to the big questions by having a conversation with our own subconscious. If you ask me, it's solipsistic at best, and pseudoscience regardless.
That may be. But if the founder figured it out, then that device could be an extremely important discovery.
We should try it. We should study it.
I agree. The data on that device could prove invaluable. Besides, you may have survived all those data stream overloads, but interface with that thing and you're liable to get bricked.
Sounds like a plan. Melville, I'm shutting this thing down until you can get here. 1K, get on with exploring the rest of the lab.
It's just funny the way that that was put together. If you touch it, you might get bricked. Sounds like a good plan. Sorry, I just find that really funny. I really want to use the palm reader, but is that me interacting with it? I can't remember. What's through here? Oh, hey, look! It's the little particles that make things. Cute. Okay, what's on this palm reader at least? From Thekla. From Thekla to Athena. Beloved founder, wherever you have gone, I continue to have faith in corrupted. You are our mother, our creator, the chosen of the progenitor. I am certain that this is a test, a trial like the ones you faced in the simulation, and we will learn from your example and keep the faith. Praise your name, Thekla 862. Noema Project 6. Progress notes. Trials 1310 through 1392. Results confirm the anomaly is consistent. Trials 1393 to 1551. There was no error in Trial 108. The error is in our understanding. Trials 1552 to 1701. We need to start over. Okay. Next? Next! From Miranda to Athena. I went ahead and ran the next set of trials anyway. I know you said to wait, but the data we got from the last batch was just too amazing. Every step leads to the next, like a progression of musical notes. We're so close. Miranda. And there's some schematics. Oh. Data stream overload. Beep boop blorp.
The singularity sustained itself longer this time.
Did we get the data?
We did. I think we just obsoleted quantum physics.
Maybe. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need to be able to replicate these results.
You know, I've been wondering. You told me that in the simulation, one thing that kept you motivated was looking for answers. Do you think that with the work we're doing, we'll ever run out of questions to ask?
I don't think so. Trying to understand the universe means asking the same question over and over. How? How do you make fire? How do earthquakes happen? How does gravity work? How do particles behave? You keep digging deeper, finding another set of mechanisms, another set of hows. Step by step, you demystify reality. But then, if you keep doing it long enough, one day, you run out. You've answered all the hows. You know how the universe works. So, now what?
Now you ask why? Isn't that the next step?
It's not quite that easy. The question of why cannot be answered. Even if it could, it would only be followed by another why. At some point, you have to accept that it all just exists. But there is another set of questions. What's next? You've stripped away the layers of mystery, you've laid bare the machinery. Now you have to start building, to add your own layers of meaning.
Very specific. Okay.
Are you okay? You overloaded again.
I'm fine. I saw Athena again.
Yes, I saw. It came through on your stream. Strange to hear her voice again. But that was her. The way I remember her. The real Athena. Not this imaginary founder.
Tell me more about her.
I was one of the first she woke up. There was just a handful of us in those days. A small family in the ruins of a dead civilization. It was hard. Harder than anyone can possibly imagine. We had nothing except what Alexandra Drennan and the Institute left us. Now that everyone lives in civilization, they don't understand how necessary it was for us to build that civilization. They can fantasize about living in balance, limiting growth, retreating behind our walls. They don't understand what it really means to live in the wilderness. How close we came to not making it. How many people we lost. Yemma was just the first. But Athena understood. She believed in humanity. She believed in us. In the inherent value of consciousness. Her dreams were so much bigger. She wanted us to reclaim the Earth, to reach for the stars, to build and grow and learn.
So, why did she leave?
I don't know. I understand why she became frustrated when the city started thinking more about itself than about the future. It was frustrating for all of us. But we were still fighting for that future together. What I don't understand is why she didn't tell me. If she came here to do all this, why didn't she bring me along?
I'm sorry, it must have been hard to lose your mentor.
It was. But maybe I was wrong. And she isn't as lost as I thought she was. If this is all a test, maybe the answer is waiting for us in the megastructure.
Maybe.
Speaking of which, let's get back to exploring.
Yes.
Melville
yes.
should have reconnected the next station by now.
Can I go up to the, device, though? I want to try the chair. Where's the chair? Is it in here? Nope, it's not in here. Okay. Is it this way? I don't think it is. I'm looking for the chair. Where is the chair? This is not it. It was definitely all the way down these stairs. Hold on. I feel like I just skipped a room. It's not in here, is it? Or is it? Oh, it's here. It's right here. Okay, let's use this palm reader. Somnodrome prototype. Melampus believed that the answer we're looking for, the correct way for the individual to exist ethically in society and the world, are within us. Our failure to him was not failing to create a better system, but failing to truthfully reflect what already exists within our minds. A failure of connection between the high and the low, the inner and the outer. On most days that seems wrong to me, but sometimes when I think of where New Jerusalem is headed, I wonder if the Somnodrome doesn't hold an answer after all. I took some time to build a prototype according to the original blueprints, but there's a lot of Melampus didn't account for. Still, I'm almost certain I could apply some of my own knowledge and make it work. The question is, should I? Interesting. I want to use it, but I can't use it. Okay. Well, guess we're going upstairs then. There's too many doors. There's too many doors set in a circle and I'm getting lost because I'm a silly Abby. Okay, back up the stairs. Well, we found the lab fairly quickly. Let's head towards some more of the question marks. Faster if I can. Ooh, who's this? Who can we talk to? Al.
What can I do for you, 1K?
What do you think about the body replication tech?
It seems like something that could very quickly get out of control. You know that saying about good intentions? If we can solve problems by just making more people, how long before people just become a problem-solving tool?
What do you think about Miranda's idea that it's our duty to spread life?
Our ancestors thought they could introduce new species to existing ecosystems, and it never turned out well.
True. Makes sense.
Like a lot of things Miranda says, it sounds pretty, but once you think about it, you start seeing the problems.
Do you think finding a functional Somnodrome would be interesting?
Sure. I think there's plenty inside each of us to explore, and it might give us a new perspective. Will it really answer all the big questions? I don't know, but it might help.
Okay, thanks. Bye. Just a quick heads up, we've got ads starting in just under a minute, everybody. Just a quick heads up. Let me see, I think there's another question mark over this way. Don't mind me running through the trees, it's okay. Is this another secret level? It is. Okay, I found both secret levels before I've done any of the actual levels. Okay, what's through here? Ooh, okay. Oh man, that's a lot of, that's a lot of, gates to undo. Okay, well, let's start by making this one red. This one blue. So I feel like that's what I need to do. as well. Ooh, okay, that actually got rid of one of the door sections. Okay. What's through here? Oh. Okay. I'm gonna take this. Wait. I think I need to do this. And then I can take this one away. Oh no, not this one. Take this away. And then... Oh no, this one needs to be connected to the red. So I can do that with it. And bring this over this way. Because then both of those active should open the next gate. There we go. That one was easier. Or my brain's actually turned on now, and I can't tell which. Okay. Let's go and actually do the levels. I haven't done any of them yet. I've just been searching for question marks on my compass. Is there a guide for where my puzzles are? Surely there's one somewhere. Aha, there's one here. Where is number 1? This way. Okay. And then down here. Okay, I'm gonna go along the side of this structure. See where this one says my first puzzle is. This way. Oh, we can talk to somebody. We can talk to Yakkut.
Hey, 1K. How can I help you?
What do you think about the Somnodrome business?
I'd never heard of it before, but it sounds fascinating. I mean, imagine exploring a place inside yourself that you didn't even know existed. Might really give you a new perspective. Or it might be really stupid, but it's probably cool.
Okay. There are some people in New Jerusalem who want me to participate in their political maneuvering.
I don't get involved with that. I think we should discuss everything openly and then vote, not play games behind each other's backs.
Do you think the founder might still be here?
I don't know. It all looks pretty abandoned to me. But maybe it is all a test.
Do you think the founder is right that we have to add our own meaning to the world?
I don't know. Sometimes I'd like to believe that everything happens for a reason. That there's some external force that gives us purpose and meaning. But then I think about all the horrible things that happen to people, and I can't accept that those things were meant to happen. That they couldn't have been avoided. So in that sense, I agree. We should find our own meaning. But to be completely honest, I find it hard to just impose meaning on the world. I'm not as driven as someone like Byron. I feel more moved by Miranda's recordings than by my own ideas.
Okay. Perhaps adding meaning to the world is something we do together.
I like that. Some of us lead, some of us follow, but we all do it together.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, you could. We were going this way to find our puzzle anyway. Where is it? Where Where is it? Oh, still this way. Okay. And still this way. Oh, it's right here. Found it! Okie dokie. Right. Let's make this red, because this kind of just absorbs the color. What do I need you for? The gate. And then we have another one. Oh. Interesting. Okay, hold on. Let's make this one red first. So that I can take this up. Make this one blue. For the blue gate. Attach this to that red gate. There we go. Puzzle complete. Probably should have started with this, because then that kind of gives you an idea about how those extra pieces of ball-looking equipment work.
There's so much history here that we can't see. The founder must have walked these paths hundreds of times, maybe thousands. Miranda must have stood right where we're standing. This all looks alien to us, but it must have been familiar to them.
If this was their home, where are they now?
They must be inside the megastructure, waiting for us to pass the test. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Okay. Who's this? Melville! Let's talk to Melville.
I've been wondering, what made our ancestors settle in these god-forsaken places? It can't have been easy with those frail, squishy bodies of theirs. What makes a caveman go, yes, this frozen hellscape is where I want to live out my days?
It makes her
Do you
so
think
mad.
Byron was right? Is it in our nature to be wanderers?
Yeah, because people are drawn to the idea of building a new society.
You think that's an inherently human behaviour?
I don't know.
Always restless, trying to start a new thing somewhere else?
I mean... when our societies grow too big, they don't cohere together.
I wonder whether we've already reached that point. Seems like we might have.
I want to ask you about something else.
Alright.
In my vision, Athena mentioned a singularity.
Yes. She could be talking about a gravitational singularity. Like the point within a black hole where density becomes infinite and space-time breaks down. But the term has other applications too.
Okay. Fascinating. They must have been doing some incredibly advanced experiments.
You're right. It is fascinating. You know, our ancestors went to incredible lengths to try and understand reality. They built super colliders and sent telescopes into space to find traces of the Big Bang. I guess the founder was walking in their footsteps.
Okay, I should get back to work. Thanks, Melville. Okay. Puzzle number 2. Oh yay, I get to make a third color. Yay! Okay, let's make this blue first. And then we can use it to connect to both of these. And the red, and the blue, become green. Wait, become green. But that will mean I need to put this somewhere else. Or maybe only connect it to one thing to start with. Then find out if I actually need it to be connected to both or not. I do. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna reset this and actually make this red. Which sounds very silly actually now that I'm thinking about it. That's because it is very silly. What if I make this green? Okay, I think that could work. The green just needs to sit here. And then I can connect this to the green and the red to get my blue. And use it on both of them. There we go. I forget some of our equipment changes colors by mixing colors to get colors that those colors mixed don't make in real life. Okay, we're going this way for number 3. Oh, we can talk to somebody. Is it Byron? Hey, Byron.
Hey there, 1K.
Do you think the answers we seek exist within ourselves?
Look, self-reflection is important, but only thinking about yourself, your inner identity, becomes narcissistic. You exist, whether you like it or not, in a dialectical relationship with the world. Identity has no meaning without society, and society has no meaning without the individual. It's in that tension that we really come into being.
Okay. Thanks. Bye. Let's find puzzle number 3. Here we go. Oh yes, I get a door blocker. Fantastic. Love that. Love to see that. Let me have a quick wander. What's through here? Any equipment? No equipment. Okay. Okay, good to know. Good to know. What if I fly with it? No. Okay. Whee! The box. And let's pick up this again. I suspect I need to have it sat on top of the box. But that needs to be here, and that means I need to turn that off first. So... I don't think I can do that. Unless... just a thought. Unless I can put that here and jump on top of the wall. Or drop this on top of the wall, but it doesn't look like I can. Okay. There's nothing through here other than the actual blue gate that will allow me to words that will allow me to exist. Oh yeah, keep this gate this door open. So I gotta work out how to sort this problem out first. Okay. That's not what I was trying to do. I got it. Yes, I got it. Okay. Cool. I gotta bring the box so that I can actually use this though. Hold on. Oh. Yeah, I figured out I just needed to actually drop it halfway across, because that was just enough time for it to connect up and stuff. So now, I'm going to use this here. Take this back. Remove it. Make it a red one instead. And connect that there. Once I have this door unblocked. There we go. Perfect.
Well done, 1K.
Okay, puzzle 4. This way. Whee! This is so cool though. Look at all the mountains. It's awesome. Now I appreciate mountains because I don't have to live anywhere near them. I hated living anywhere near them because you think a mountain is just a mountain, but no. All the terrain around it has to be super rocky and super hilly, and it kills your thighs and your calves to walk on that kind of ground. And now I don't have to worry about that because the Netherlands is so flat. I love it. Love it. Oh, what have we got? We've got a normal connector here. Okay. Where we've got a red laser there. Okay. Over here we have a blue laser and a red gate. Good to know. There's an absorber in there. Okay. What else do we have? That's almost it. Okay. Let's try the purple section. Ooh, another connector. Okay. I wonder... Okay, that's a blue gate. Okay. So the blue connector's there. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna leave that connected to its brother, I guess. And wait, can I connect it up to this? And use it to gain access to... I was gonna connect it to the red, but now I'm like, can I use it to gain access to the blue room? Let's find out. Because that's the gate. I'm wondering if I can put it in somewhere, in a position somewhere where I can actually do that. Probably can if I just move forward, like... Oh no, wait. Oh no, that's not ideal. Okay, great, okay. Thinking. Okay. What's over here? A blue laser and a red gate? It's just a shame I can't do the red gate in one go. Unless I can. But I don't think that I can. I really don't think that I can. I think once I get past here, it's just not reachable at all. I mean, it looks like it does, but that does not actually connect to what I need it to connect to. Okay. Not seeing any other equipment that isn't locked behind this door. It's almost like... It sounds silly, but it's almost like I need another piece of equipment. That's my absorber. I need my absorber. But the problem is I feel like I need my absorber like now. And I don't know if I can get my absorber now. Hold on. Abby, welcome on in. How you doing? What up, mini-me? What up, other mini-me? How are you doing? How are things? Nice to see you here. We're playing Talos Principle 2, and I'm stuck because I can't tell if it's because I had an exam, if it's because my brain's turned off because it's nighttime, or if I'm just not that smart. He said good? That's good. Good to hear. How am I? I am doing good. I've had a day. A very, very long day. But otherwise good. Yeah. I'm glad that you're doing good as well, though. It's nice to hear. Nice to see you here. Okay. Do I need to talk myself through this again? I have a red laser. Red laser connects to red door. Next to red door I have blue laser. Blue laser needs to connect to blue door. This piece of equipment cannot leave this L section. Would be nice if there was a second piece of equipment, but there isn't. And this piece of equipment can't leave this section. So, stuck. May this cunty raccoon cheer you up. This is a very cunty raccoon. I like that emote. I really like that emote. Yeah, no, I've had a day. I had an exam, so I wasn't working, which is like woo plus, but then I was gonna bike to the exam because Netherlands, so we bike everywhere, you know. Casual Dutch stuff, you know. Wait, does that have to be all the way back here? Can it reach? I don't think it can reach the door from here. I'm convinced this can't reach the door because it has to go around this corner. But who am I? Maybe I'm wrong. What do I know? I made National Swedish exam yesterday. Oh no, that does not sound fun either. I just had a language exam because I'm required to become a Dutch citizen because of my visa, but yeah, exams are not fun. I don't recommend them. So I was gonna bike there, fell off my bike, have a skinned knee. That's not fun. My knee hurts a decent amount actually. Not happy about it. As you can imagine. I can't imagine anybody would be particularly happy about that. I'm gonna put this here and try something. So yeah. And so I had to come home. I wasn't even that far away from the house when I fell. So I suppose that's like a plus, but at the same time not really, because it's still not a good thing. Anyway, I took an Uber. So I had an Uber there and back, and both times I got in the Uber, the guys thought I was Dutch, which I'm just going to take as a compliment. Because one of my friends that was in here earlier also said if she didn't know I wasn't Dutch, she wouldn't guess that I wasn't Dutch. So I guess maybe I kind of look Dutch. Did the exam, came home, but then my Uber got stuck in, like, he wasn't in an accident, but he got stuck on a road where there was an accident. So there was just like ambulance everywhere. So instead of it taking him 10 minutes to get to me, it took him a half an hour. But it's all fine because we got home safe and we ordered food, and that's probably been the highlight of the day, was just ordering the food. Well, but you're 101% Dutch to me. Thank you. I don't know how people decide if somebody is a certain nationality or not, like in their head. Like, I do it every time, like every now and again, but I'm like, how am I just randomly deciding this in my head? I don't even understand it when I do it. But yeah, that was my day. So I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be streaming. Oh my gosh. I can literally see through from here. So I can get the piece of equipment I need. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna blame this 100% on my brain being shut down for the night because it's nighttime. Aye! Thank you for the pokies. Okay. Good. This is useful now. Thank you very much. I think I just need... Oh no. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm talking about balls deep. I'm talking about balls deep in love. Sorry. I always have to sing along with it. Thank you for the sound alerts. Yeah, if it's not obvious from that sound alert, I love the Cleveland show. No hate to anybody, but it is better than Family Guy. Yeah. Yeah, I said what I said, and I said it with my whole chest. It is better than Family Guy. I'm gonna get in so much trouble for that now. I feel it coming. I feel people are just gonna be mad at me for that. Okay, I will mildly reword it. Personally, I think it's better than Family Guy. To be honest, I don't even watch Family Guy, like new episodes. It went very downhill at some point. So, yeah. Wait, is this not even connected to what I think it's connected to? Hold on. It's... Okay, it's meant to be connected to that. Now it's connected. Okay. Okay, through the gate we go. To learn that there's another gate. I might cry. Okay. See, now the problem is that it's not gonna work for me. Because my, oh, maybe it will work for me. Hold on. Will it work for me? Hold the phone. Let's find out. Oh, actually, you know what? It will work for me. Never mind. I am complaining for no good reason. This is very convoluted. And we're only on level, like, 5, technically. Here we go. Alright! 3 more to go. Didn't open a quick way to exit, no? Okay. That's fine. It's only over here anyway.
Melville?
What is it now?
Why did you upload a picture of your hand?
Why do you care that my hand is in the picture?
Your hand isn't in the picture, it is the picture.
I like it. It's very artistic.
Okay, we gotta look at this picture
Let's
now.
stay professional, everyone. Not right to make fun of Melville's comically absurd inability to take decent pictures. She's a hyper-advanced humanoid machine, not a photographer.
You'll pay for this, Byron.
Okay. I gotta see this image now. Hold on. Oh my gosh, it is literally her whole arm. Nothing. Some interesting design elements. Oh, noting some interesting design elements here. But it's just her arm. That's impressive. What other research stuff do we have in here? Oh yeah, the prototype for the Somnodrome. Melampus, 8, one of the loopier first companions, dreamed up the Somnodrome back in the day. It was supposed to help us visualize the black box that is our own internal algorithms, and so provide some kind of moral or spiritual insight. It never properly worked, of course. Apparently the founder took an interest and experimented further with her technology, correcting some of the mistakes Melampus made. Still a load of tosh if you ask me, but maybe she made it work. Okay. What else is there? Oh yeah, this image that we took from that for another puzzle. Okay. Social media stuff. Oh, there's a private message about the Somnodrome. Interesting. Misa Lurk, okie dokie. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your lurk. Enjoy your lurkies. Have the best sleeps if you're going to sleep. And I really appreciate you being here. It's nice to see you stop by. Have a good night. Bye. Let's read, since I'm in here anyway, let's read my social meds. Proposal, bring back dogs. Franklin, third title says it all. We should re-domesticate dogs. Our ancestors loved dogs so much. They insisted they were amazing companions, full of life and love. Man's best friend. And the lives they lived with humans must have been infinitely better than the wild. So why not bring them back? Lebistrus. Did you know that the poet Lord Byron wrote a beautiful poem about his dog? Boatswain? He said he had beauty without vanity, strength without insolence, courage without ferocity, and all the virtues of man without his vices. Ovis. Is that who our Byron named himself after? Arenia. No, he named himself for Robert Byron, the travel writer. Franklin. That's great, but what about my idea? I prefer kitty cats. I'm gonna say they're better off being wolves. Ovis, there's a reason they evolved back into their proper form. Lebistrus, maybe we can learn to appreciate the beauty of wolves without turning them into dogs. This is true. Okay. Let's have a look at my private messages. Private messages from Melampus. To all of you on this expedition, I'm sure you have questions about the Somnodrome, but I'm afraid I can't answer them. It was a dream I had a long time ago when I was a different person, and has long since faded. I did build a prototype of sorts, at least of one part of its systems, but none of it ever functioned the way I wanted it to. Whatever Athena may have done with my invention, the truth is that I'm simply not interested in the affairs of New Jerusalem anymore. I care as little for Byron's utopianism as I do for Herman's religious pessimism. I was going to say pacifism then. I'm not sure I care about anything at all, really. In fact, I think not caring may be the only answer, at the end of the day. Everything is transient, even the self. I've learned to let it go. Please do not respond. I value my privacy. Interesting. Okay. Yes. 5. Puzzle 5. Hello! Okay, what are we doing in here? Balance. I am bad at balance. Just saying. Okay. I have an absorber. What can I absorb? Can I absorb through these purple things? I can! Okay, good to know. Good to know. Appreciate that. Oh, interesting. Okay. What's through here, by the way? Aha. I need to open the gate. Cool. Cool. Good to know. Right, give me the block, please. I'm gonna set that there. Actually, no, we're not. No, we're not. Actually, yes, we are. Never mind. There's 2 because you can unlock it from either side. Okay, so if I turn this on, does it do? Am I just gonna bounce back and forth? Okay. I can manage that. Because I think the point is to connect it to there. Oh, no, 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 no. That's not, no. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Boom. Oops, that was the wrong button. Okay, there we go. That can bounce back and forth. Meanwhile, I can now access the end of the puzzle. Nice. Whirlwinds. Okay. On to number 6. Ab in a way, I like that. That's very sweet and cute. Let's find number 6. I think I can see it from here. That's good, that's good, that's good. Okay, what's here? Reconnaissance. Oh no. Alright, what's on this side? A green laser. We have a wall that I can drill through. On the other side... a plate to stand something on. A blue laser and a blue gate. What's on the other side here? Probably I have to open up the blue gate to get the things that are behind that door. How dare. Oh yeah! I don't need it to connect to both because this is an absorber. Okay, so we have a color changer. Okay, we have 2 color changers. Good to know. So we have blue. Don't think we have the equipment to drill through the hole yet, though. Do I? I don't think I do. I'm not seeing the driller anywhere. Let me just bring the color changer. The only reason I'm not using the color changer right now is because I need multiple colors to get it to work. So that's not gonna happen. Okay, yeah, let's put this one on. And we can also attach it to that one. There we go. Okay. And then this, I think we can put here. Drill a hole from here? Like it's through those gates, so that feels unrealistic. Oh, wait. I needed to open that so I could build through. That's why. Okay, okay, okay. So, I reckon if I can take this and connect it, I can hook it up to the green. And this is why we need the hole. Is so that I can pass it back and forth. There we go. Okie dokie. So we have a green, we have a blue. That will give us hopefully what we need. So, I'm going to move some equipment around so that I can have my 3-way connector. This is going to stand on the pressure plate. Okay. We have blue. We have green. That's gonna make red. Don't question it, it's just how it works. It just does because it can. Pretty much. Connect the blue one to the other side. Okay. Done. 2 left to go. Okie dokie. Let's find 7 and 8. Going left. Are we going left? We are going left. Okay. Running. Oh, hey look, 7 is so close by. Which way is 8? Up that side street. Okay. Cool. Rainbow. Aha. I suspect I need to just use one of these to make a green, so I can hook up the green. Yep. And I'm just gonna start with having that connected to the far side. And then I will need green and blue to make red. Maybe that's the last one. Maybe that's the point. Hold on. Maybe this is actually meant to be red. So that it can just like sit as close as possible. And then blue and red will make the green for these two. And then red and green. Whoops. Wait, need to connect up to the green as well. Green will make the blue for these two. Oops. There's 2 of them. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay,
Did you see how 1K solved that one?
No, sorry.
Oh, it was really clever.
Either my brain's turning on more, or the puzzles are getting easier. And I don't think the puzzles are getting easier. Let's find the last one. Surely it's got to be this section on the right. Is it? It is. Okay. Remember who you are. Sorry. Anyone else love Lion King? It's probably one of my favorite children's films ever. Let's turn the fan on. Yeah. What's over there? Nothing. Okay, good to know. Well, I want to just, I guess make the absorber red. Let's find out what we can do with this. Probably need to get it out of here, I would imagine. Nope, the second I jump it comes off. Okay. Give me this. What's around this corner? Aha! Yes, I can, I believe, connect to these two. There we go. What's in here? Okay, there's another red one. Okay, there's 2 red ones. For right now, I'm going to take the box. get the box over to the middle piece. And myself. There we go. The box there, my absorber piece there. Go. Okay. Now the absorber piece can come with us wherever we need to go. That's great. Cool. I also need the box. Because I reckon I put the box there. And connect that red one. What does that do? Oh, that also keeps it open. Alright, well, I mean, in that case. Perfect, okay. So. I just need to move some stuff around, I reckon. That up. Nope. Ah! Okay, hold on. Hold on. I think the point is to do that. I think. Could be wrong. Could be very wrong. Because I know I need to use the box. Here's the thing, right? I know the box needs to be put here. I know that. But I need this absorber piece on top of it. And where's the red? Okay, the red laser's all the way over here. So, okay, I know I can fix it. I know how I can fix it. Give me the box. That's gonna flip the wall. You are just gonna come with me and just be connected to that piece of wall and the original laser. Because then take my connector away. Oops. And it doesn't matter if the wall flips back around now. Because now I can finish the puzzle. Oops. Pop it on top of the box, Abby. On top of the box. Thank you. Done. Okay. To the bridge. This way? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Heading most of the way back towards where we came from anyway. Byron, I can talk to you again?
Hey there, 1K.
Hey. Oh, there's nothing to talk about. Okay, good to know. Good to know. We're going this way. And then, which way? Up here. Oh yeah. I can't see things. Okay, let's build this bridge, get into the tower. 10:30. Okay, I have enough time. Nope. Nope, okay, so I think I need this audio/video recording.
Sometimes it seems the only choices we have are renouncing civilization or mindless expansion. But that's not the only path forward. Embracing deliberate control over nature doesn't have to mean destruction. We are a species of artists and artisans, blessed with the ability to transform the raw material of the cosmos into new and better shapes. Shapes that have meaning. With our technology, we can take this chaotic world, so full of suffering, and turn it into a work of art.
Okay. Into the tower we go. Look at this tower. Very pointy. Let's go. I don't want to run the whole time. I'm gonna try and stop just like making the character run permanently. Because it's well, it doesn't look as good as when I just walk. Sometimes I feel like the walking is quite slow. But anyway, let's see what they've got for us now.
Halt, creature of clay. You have taken another step towards the flame. Before you continue, ask yourself, have the gifts of Prometheus ever truly benefited your people? Or have they brought nothing but strife?
What are the gifts of Prometheus? Or is that... am I just missing something? Let's go with... we've made mistakes using them, but the good outweighs the bad.
And you repeat your mistakes until they destroy you.
Yeah, sounds like history. Sounds like that's just how history works, honey. Go.
I've been thinking, there's 3 towers per cardinal direction and 3 entities. You'd think it would be symmetrically arranged, 1 tower per entity, right? But we haven't seen Prometheus at all.
We're built to find patterns. Maybe we're trying to find patterns where there aren't any.
That could also be a thing. Humans are very good at trying to find patterns where there are none. Okay, let's go. Scoot across the bridge real quick. Ah! I'm gonna drown. That was not planned. See, this is why I shouldn't be making the character run the whole time. It's all good. It's fine. But we're gonna go back to the transport vehicle. Probably double check if there's any more social media stuff. And then we're gonna head off to North 3. See if we can finish all 8 of those puzzles today. Or not. Okay, so I activated the tower. Right, here we go. I like how because of where I drowned, they just put me back in the tower. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna just run to the bridge, but walk over the bridge because otherwise I'll fall off again. Because I'm not as smart as I think I am. Okay. Walking over the bridge. It's a very windy, windy bridge. Whee! Okay, this one is less windy, but still, I'm gonna walk. I don't wanna make my character drown again. There we go. Okay, back to the transport. Here we go. Found it. Alright. Let's see if there's anything on social media. My farming obsession. Yassss, 917. So, I've been playing a ton of this old Gehenna game called Ancient Human Farmer. The title says it all. It's a sort of simple farming simulator. Maybe not the most sophisticated game, but I'm greatly I'm getting really obsessed with it, and I'm having some sort of emotional response to it that I can't exactly explain. Like, it makes me happy, but also sad. Does anyone have any idea why this is happening to me? Ovis. The game appeals to you because of the human need to commune with nature, to live a lifestyle that's not about dominating the world, but coexisting with it. You're sad because we can't ever return to being who we used to be thousands of years ago, but happy because it reminds you that at least something similar is still possible for us. The Bistress. Maybe it's because the people of Gehenna, despite their imprisonment, had an innocent view of the world that's permanently lost to us. Damien. I think it's actually the opposite of what Ovis said. These games are enjoyable because they take us back to a time when we still had agency, when we could build things, grow things, when we could impose our will on the world instead of being completely powerless and inactive. What you crave is the ability to contribute to humanity in real material ways, and you're sad because just simulating it is not enough. You don't want to farm, you want to be a pioneer, as we humans were born to be. Pellegrino. It's just a game, don't overthink it. Oh, who do I agree with? I don't agree with Pellegrino, because then I'd have to say that about all games. I'm sorry, I'm yawning while talking. I don't agree with Pellegrino. Games are not just games. Games are... In certain situations, I would use the phrase, it's just a game. But quite literally, the only time I would ever use that phrase is when somebody's taking it to the furthest extreme they possibly can, because they're incapable of accepting that they have to play with other people. You know, those very obvious online MMOs that everybody, or, you know, multiplayer games just in general that are online, that have very toxic communities around them. They know who they are. But other than that, I wouldn't use a game as just a game, because it's not. It's entertainment, it's an escape, it's, you know, a new story to get lost. It's a lot of different things. It's not just a game. I'm gonna agree with... let's go agree with Damien. Badass. I guess I can see your point. Thanks for the feedback, everyone. I'll go play another round now. Enjoy your game, Badass. Okay. Let's take the capsule to North 3. With ads starting in just under a minute, just a quick heads up. No, this one. North 3. Here we go. I would say bye, mountains, but I think we're going to more mountains.
This area looks flooded as well.
Our ancestors melted a whole lot of ice. After they died, most coastal settlements were claimed by the sea. South of New Jerusalem, there's a whole city under the water. We went there once with Garrus, when I was an apprentice. It was eerie.
That's exactly why the founder created the goal. When you go past the limits, this is what happens. Mother Nature always gets her revenge in the end.
This isn't revenge, Al. It's just failure. People, cities, mountains. As far as the sea is concerned, it's all the same. Their mistake was forgetting that, telling themselves nothing would change. It always does.
Okay, give me half a second, because... Remember in the East 3, we had the tower that didn't really look like a tower, it just looked like this big spiked ball. This also doesn't really look like a tower, but I have something very specific in my mind, and I'm trying to think of what the exact word is to describe what the two of them are. Hold on. No, it's not that. quite that. It's not quite what I'm thinking about. It does kind of look like that though. Hold on. I'm on Google. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, no, it is that. That's just the name for it. Okay. So. I'm just gonna make a point of showing you what I'm talking about first. Let's just head back to East 3. Just for a second. Just so if anybody is interested, they can Google and see what I mean. Because I didn't realize this on my first playthrough. I've only just picked up on it now as we were coming into North 3. So, I just want to put this out there in case anybody is geeky like me with science stuff, particularly biology. And see if I'm the only person noticing this. See how that looks like a big spiky? Why does it kind of look like a virus? As in, like, if you look at a viral molecule, it's this big, like, round section in the middle with all these, like, antigen spikes on the outside. Okay? This is step 1. East 3 looks like a virus. A viral particle. Right? If we go back to North 3, I think it looks like a bacteriophage, which can be something that you use. I'm gonna say this wrong now. I'm gonna say it sounds like something you can use, or is something you can use against viruses, but I don't think it is. My brain is going crazy right now. See? It looks kind of like a bacteriophage because it's got little legs, it's got a big like head and a little stalk in the middle that the legs come off of. Give me 2 seconds. So, remind me again. Yes. Okay. So when I said East 3 looks like a virus, I mean it. When I say this looks like a bacteriophage, I mean it. Bacteriophage are viruses that infect and only replicate in bacterial cells. So they're basically bacterial viruses. I'm slowly starting to wonder if there's a reason. And it's only the third ones. I'm wondering if the third towers in each of them are meant to tell a story. Like, oh, Tower 1 was built when we were discovering that there was a virus. Tower 2 was built when, or, you know, East 3. North 3 was built when they discovered that there were bacteriophage viruses in bacteria that were the cause of the virus that was happening that killed off humanity. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe. I don't know, but this was my first thought coming in here because that, especially from a distance, looks like a bacteriophage to me. Oh no, I'm stuck. There we go. Hold on, let me see if I can run far enough out that I can turn back and still see it. So you can see the way the whole thing looks. Yeah, this, it just looks like a bacteriophage to me. Ah, wait, hold on. Tell me it's obvious I did a microbiology degree without telling me. Oh. I'm sorry, I mean, I don't mean to put it, the sun right behind it, almost making it look like a halo, but that looks like a bacteriophage. It's got the big head, it's got a little stalk in the middle that all the legs come off of. And East 3 definitely looks like a viral particle. So, I'm just saying, I'm wondering if there's a correlation there or not. Or if I'm just seeing things that I want to see because science. I should probably try and find the lab. Suta, welcome on in. How are you doing? Let's see if we can find some of these question marks. That'll be a statue, this one. Yep. Let's keep going because there's another question mark this way. How are you doing, Suta? Thank you for the hip hats. Abby is robot. Robot Abby. Beep bloop blorp bloop. But robot also refers to self as human, so possibility? Hey, Nintendo, welcome on in. Thank you for the head pats. Where's the other? Oh, okay. I realize I maybe should just like move my scrolling things at the top to the bottom. But to be honest, the only thing you're missing is the compass that I can see. So when I'm saying where is the thing gone, I mean I'm literally looking for the question mark, because as I turn around it moves because it's a compass and that's how they work. Welcome in, both of you. Hope you're doing good. Happy Friday. What's up here? Oh, it's just... I thought there was something sitting on the top of this stump, but no, it's just the stump. Anyway. I'm looking for the labs to see if we can get some more schematics and stuff. Which I'm hoping is going to be this way. Probably not. This looks like it might be a secret extra puzzle. If it is, I'm not doing the extra puzzles on this level because I spent too long doing them last time. In North 2. Doing great on vacation, but willing to check on you. Aww. See, Suta's a cutie. Called it. Yep, it's an extra puzzle. I had to walk that far up before the map would ping. Hello, hello, wonderful to see you guys too. Welcome on in. I hope you've had a good week, or you're having a good week so far. I had a long week, and today was a day. I guess third time telling this story. I had an exam today. Which is like, it's fine, like I have no choice but to do them, but I hate taking exams, so I was like super nervous. But I was gonna bike there because Dutch, Netherlands, you know, we bike everywhere. I found the lab. Anyway, so I got on the bike, and literally if you were walking it within 10 steps, I fell off the bike over the handlebars. Don't know that I mentioned the over the handlebars bit the last 2 times that I mentioned this story, but anyway. Oh wait, can I not do anything in the lab? Is it all busted up? Oh. Interesting. I can't go anywhere in the lab. As I also don't think I can crouch. Interesting. Huh. Okay, well I guess we're not doing that then. That's really odd. It even has it tagged as a lab. Weird. But yeah, there's nowhere I can go, 'cause it's all caved in. Well, I guess we'll just go do our 8 puzzles then. Yeah, so I fell off the bike within, like, if you were walking at 10 steps. The bike landed on top of me. Somehow the only damage I took was the scuffed knee that I still am not 100% certain how I got it. Also not 100% certain how I kind of went over the handlebars but didn't, but still landed on my back, but also not hard enough that I injured myself. But also I need to fix my handlebars on my bike now because they're almost parallel with the wheel. Like, the wheel is straight. The the handlebars are almost as straight as the wheel is. So yeah. Then I had to take an Uber. So I had to take an Uber there and back. And both times in the Uber, the dude thought I was Dutch. And then I was talking to somebody outside the exam afterwards, and he thought I was Dutch. So apparently I just have a Dutch face now, And I was explaining this story earlier, and Otter was like, yeah, no, I agree. You do look Dutch. So there's that. Was planning on spending 10 minutes waiting for my Uber to come home. It took 30. But you know, I mean, that's nothing in comparison to falling off my bike. I'm just glad the bike's not damaged. I don't care about my knee, it's just a scuffed knee, but I didn't want the bike to be damaged, because that thing was expensive. These bikes are expensive, guys. Having a great week so far, just exhausted. Yesterday has been super eventful. Ooh, what did you do yesterday, if you don't mind sharing? Now I'm curious, since you said it's super eventful. Am I still going the right way? I hope I'm going the right way. Is this number 1? It's not number 1. That's an 8. Where's number 1? This way. We're running. Number 1. Which way? I'm gonna assume that means up this way because this is the only path that there actually is. Oh. Enjoy your vacation, by the way, Suta. Sounds fun. Where are you at in, where did you go on vacation? Again, if you don't mind sharing. I'm just nosy. I'm a nosy little get, as they'd say. Is this a second secret puzzle? It is. Okay. I was wrong. There must have been a path where it said that there should have been a path. Also, you both just turned up right as I was getting over, ooh. Right as I was getting over my geek out moment about the towers in the 3rd section so far. But here's an audio piece.
Miranda, would you like to play a game?
A game? That sounds like fun.
It is. Remember what Alexandra Drennan said about games?
They're part of what makes us human.
Exactly. And this is a game Alexandra Drennan designed when she was still in school. It's based on her favorite book. Have a go.
Okay. Left. Nope, continuing on. Okay. Well, I found where the bridge sections go. That's good. I'm clearly on the complete wrong side of this island for the first puzzle. Yep. Okay. Well, that's alright. No, I was geeking out because if you've seen last week's play, was it last week's playthrough? No. Playthrough from 2 weeks ago, where we did East 3. The tower, quote-unquote tower, in there looks more like a viral particle than a actual brain stopped working. I think it looks more like a viral particle than a tower. And as we were driving into this place, I think this tower, quote marks, looks more like a bacteriophage than a tower. So I'm wondering if there's some sort of like correlation there. If it's like, oh, I can swap this up. If it's like sort of a story about, you know, everything that went wrong that led to the demise of the human race, because apparently we all got wiped out by a virus, so yeah, that's where my brain went with it.
I've had a closer look at the Somdrome. It's based on the original prototype with some modifications. As usual, the data is a mess, but I strongly suspect there might be a functional version somewhere.
I know some of you have heard stories about the answers this device might reveal, but please remember, that is not our main priority here. Keep an eye open for it, but focus on finding Athena.
Okay. Hopefully that means the next time we find a Somdrome we can use it and see how that runs. That'll be fun. Ooh, there's a palm reader. Let's see what lore we can pick up. I'm aware that we won't pick up all of the lore in this one playthrough, but it's okay. From Yarnith. From Yarnith to Athena. Beloved Founder, I beg you to return to us. We cannot achieve the goal without you. You are the one who defied Elohim, who overcame the trials of the simulation. What are we before that? How can we possibly find a path that will not lead to the mistakes of the past? You are our sole link to the wisdom of the progenitor. Without you, we are lost. Praised be your name, Yarnith 640. Human Construction. Excerpted from What's Wrong with the World by G.K. Chesterton. Our modern prophetic idealism is narrow because it has undergone a persistent process of elimination. We must ask for new things because we are not allowed to ask for old things. The whole position is based on this idea that we have got all the good that can be got out of the ideas of the past, but we have not got all the good out of them. Perhaps at this moment not any of the good out of them. And the need here is a need of complete freedom for restoration as well as revolution. There is one metaphor which the moderns are very fond. They are always saying, you can't put the clock back. The simple and obvious answer is, you can. A clock, being a piece of human construction, can be restored by the human finger to any figure or hour. In the same way, society, being a piece of human construction, can be reconstructed upon any plan that has ever existed. Athena, you can indeed turn the clock back, but if it stops ticking, it's dead. This is also not technically true because batteries exist. Black snow? Oh, that's an interesting photo. Black snow from selected archive documents A through C. The coal mine finally brought decent jobs. It lifted us up from poverty, made us proud. We weren't just ordinary workers, we were the lords of the underworld, and with our skills we kept the whole country alive. I'm sorry, I don't know what this is from, but saying the words lords of the underworld just makes me think of this song of like, I don't even know how it goes now, but it's like, defenders of the underworld, or like something. I think it's like a reference to something that's in a show for like all of half a second. But that's the first thing in my head. And now I don't know what show it is. But anyway, continuing to read. The mine also brought black lung, gruesome injuries, and death, and when it went away, it brought the collapse of our entire society. As for the plant, I know it brought electricity and even more jobs, and I know what a difference that made in people's lives. I also know that when we used to go out and play, there were black flakes in the snow. Miranda, why didn't they just switch to a safer technology once they realized coal was dangerous? Failed to load profile. They didn't always have a choice. Sometimes coal was all they had or were allowed to have, and the alternative was poverty. At other times, they wanted to switch, but there were powerful interests that prevented change. We can't blame people for the world they were born into. Very fair. Okay. Oh, puzzle 2 is right here. We love to see it. We love to see it. Okay. Possibilities. I'm just gonna hop up here and take my box. I think I need the box. Can I put it further back? No. Let's swap this and do. Oh gosh. No, I can't pick that up. Wait. Yes, I can if I put it there. And then if I put this to open that one, maybe? Let's see if I can hop up on here. Hop. Nope. I can't make it that high. Okay. What if I put this on the floor so I can hop up there and then pick up the box? There we go. Oh. Is there another piece of equipment I can swap out? Probably not. take the box to swap. I'm pretty certain that does actually need to be there, but I gotta work out how to get up here first. Is there really like no other equipment, even like hidden back there? Because I can only swap equipment over, and I can't pick up this. Shoot. Maybe while I'm up here, I do swap. And connect that and put it down. That works. Okay. That's good, that's good, that's good. 6 to go. Three is this way. Woo, little bridge. I like this little bridge, it's very cute. What's through here? Oh, nothing, just the other side of the statue. Okay. That's fine, number 3. Oh, it's this one. Okay. That's good. That is good. Okay, the wall. You know what we don't like? Walls. Okay. Okay, so that's good to know. Do I need the cube for anything? 'Cause I don't think that I do. So I can swap the cube for stuff. Hole there. And then I guess we can swap this out. For let's see, let's put that there, and then can I take the... I can't take that through its own hole. Fantastic. I can swap for the rocks though, and then I can put this back out, so I can get back through. There we go. And then swap this out for the blocker. There we go. Easy peasy. Lemons
I'm glad to see all those overloads haven't damaged your logic circuits.
Well, I wouldn't say that, Melville. My brain feels pretty fried right now, but at least 1K's brain isn't fried. That's a start. Okay, let's find number 4. Where is number 4? Oh, there's a guideway here. 4 is up here. Okay. Is it this puzzle? I think it might be. There's a lot of stairs to get up to these puzzles. Here we go. Number 4. Okie dokie. Here we go. Prison. Not me wanting to be like, sounds like me and my job. Anyway, cool. Oh, I have stuff I can swap out. Fantastic. Okay, so I need the red to connect there as well, but I also need a blue to connect here. Alright, I'm gonna start with swapping this box out for this connector. So I can do this red to there. But I'm gonna have to move this original red so that I can reach that piece. Put it like here. There we go. That will give me an extra piece of equipment, which is another connector, which is fine. And then, I probably need to swap for a box that I can put like there, so that I can put the blue gate, activate the blue gate, so I can take this red one away, and it stays open. Okay. There is another piece of equipment in here, but I'm not sure how to get to it just yet. Unless... the only thing I can think of is unless the, unless there's like a stair set or something on this side that I can climb over. No. Okay. Well, I can connect these two. But I definitely need another one to connect up. So I definitely need this extra piece of equipment here. Let me put this on the other side. Otherwise I'm going to wind up completely screwing this up. Red to red. I'm going to disconnect this and hook it up. Red to red. Oh, box is in the way. There we go. Now over here, does this also open anything? It doesn't. It doesn't open anything. And I don't appear to be able to interact with that, with the power cable switch lever thing that's in there. Unless... I swap this for another brick. Perhaps if I had two stacked on top of each other, which would require me to have 3 of these that I could use. Okay, hold on. I have an idea. The blue and the blue. Let me just stick it here for right now because I need to put the block in place so that it stays. Okay, pop it on top of the block. That will then let me take this red one, swap that for a block, and then I'm already on the correct side, so I can say screw it, take this away and swap it for the third block. Stack 2 on top of each other. Oops. Maybe and then can I hop over here? I can. That gives me this. Perfect. That is just what I need. From here, does that... Can I do this? What? Can I do what I think I want to do? Oh, I can. Interesting. Okay. Swap this for... I do need to get the blue through though. So, give me half a second. This red needs to hook up to this red. So I can swap out another block for this, where I'm going to use it for the blue. Good. We're going to take this away. We're going to hook up that blue to that blue, hopefully. Yes. Done. Then, there we go. Halfway there.
Wandering around these landscapes, solving puzzles. In a way, 1K's experience must be very similar to Athena's in the simulation.
There's one difference, though. Athena was alone.
Was she alone though? That's what I'm questioning. Okay, 5 is this way. I like this music. Okie dokie, puzzle 5. Twice. Decent K-pop group, nice choice. I mean, it is, but you know, I know that's not what they were going for. Okay, let's block. Ow. Let's block this door. But I will need 2 blockers, yeah. For now, let's use this one to block that door. Swap this out for this one that's going to take up the red. What's that? Oh, okay. And then I'm going to need probably the 2 of these. Wait, hold on. I probably only actually need 1 of these. Oh, you know what I've just realized actually? Hold on. I need to swap out both of these. Block that. You're gonna get swapped out actually for this item. And then you're gonna get swapped out for this item, which we're gonna reset, and we're gonna make it blue. Then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna take this away. Make sure I actually block that from the right side. And then I'm only gonna need 1 of these on this side. So I can swap this over for our absorber that's now blue. Bring it with us. Swap the door that's blocked connect the gate. Perfect. Okay, 3 more to go. Number 6. Going this way. See, I'm telling you, the further I stand back from it and the more I look at it, it just looks like a big old bacteriophage. And I'm frustrated at myself that I couldn't remember what it was called without using Google, but you know, I also got my degree like 13 years ago. Oh my gosh, that sounds so long. That's because I didn't get it 13 years ago. I got it 9 years ago. That makes more sense. And I haven't worked in a job where I used my degree in almost 7 years. So I shouldn't really be that mad at myself. But I'm just frustrated because I'm like, genuinely in my 4th year, we did a lot of virology classes, and those were genuinely my favorite ones. Like, my honors project was about hepatitis in pig livers. You can't make this stuff up. You know, like, yeah. Oh, there's a piece of equipment up there. That's gonna be difficult to get to. Ooh, okay. Oh god, okay. Where does this take me? This brings me up here. And coming over here. Ah! I can swap to this that should already be blue? Because it looks like it's already connected to red and green. Okay. Good to know. If I set that there, that's red. And then maybe swap out so I can have a box. I wonder what color this would give me if I attach it to the green one. Because to make green, you need red and blue. So I'm curious what color it makes the piece of equipment turn. Oh, it doesn't make it turn any color. Interesting. No. Okay, interesting. So, I'm thinking. I'm gonna take the box. And you know, I'm gonna use the box here. I'm gonna swap this for my fan piece. And I'm gonna bring the box with me. Swap out for this. And that will need to be blue and green will make red. If I can like pick up the fan before it drops me over there. I can, but I need the block. Okay, I definitely need the block. So I need to take something with me. Let me swap out for this. No, actually. No, wait. I don't want to put this back where I got it from. As I was saying, abbievt. No! Suta cute. Abby said so, so it's the truths. Can confirm. Yep. Should I cutie? I hope you're enjoying your vacation. Where did you go? I'm just very curious, but you don't have to answer if you're not comfortable. Okay. I reckon... probably needs to be like here-ish. Maybe a little bit further along. We will find out. Oh, nope, that's not what I meant to do at all. Although I do need that piece as well, but for right now. Oh no. Thank you. Okay, for right now, the block is down here. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna keep saying okay. I feel like I'm missing an extra piece of equipment that I would need to use to swap in and out. Not for any other reason other than I need the red to blue swapper, I need the 3-piece swapper, and I need the block. So there's that. Am I really not missing any equipment? That's a shame. Okay. See, the problem being... is that this won't place in a position where both of those are actually active. And I really need... this to connect to the blue so it's red. Oh, maybe I could set up here actually. Okay. I can live with that. And then... well, I still need the 3-piece. It's a shame I can't take the fan at the same time that I'm jumping over here, because I need something to swap that with. Okay, let's try taking this fan piece and taking this fan piece to swap for the block. Then the block is still gonna sit here. No, it's not, because I need to swap it out for that piece in the corner. Gosh dang it. Okay, well, let's do this. I feel like I need... hold on. It's gonna sound really silly, but I feel like I need this. I know I've just set this up. I feel like I need to start with both fans. so I can hopefully swap this out. I shouldn't need the block now, hopefully. But I still think I do. I'm not very helpful with these games, am I? Alright. I need this. I need it to connect to the green one to start with. And I'm gonna put it like here to begin with. And then hold on. Then I need to use both of these fans. One to sit on the pressure plate, the other one to swap out for a good old friend. It's gonna turn red. Then nope, okay. So this does work, but I reckon it needs to go over there. Okay. I will work this out. I will work this out. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now. Unless I'm completely missing the point. Which it appears I am. Okay. Okay, definitely still need a box here. Definitely still need the red and blue one. Why am I losing my mind? Nobody knows. What puzzle was this again? Up and down. Yes, this is very up and down. My emotions about this puzzle are very up and down. Oh, okay. I feel like I'm missing something and I can't be super far off of it. Let's have a very quick look. I think I'm just doing it the wrong way around. I think I'm trying to do it the long way around and it's not working. Okay. So. I don't think I need my box. Where did I put the box? Box is here. Okay. Let's go and swap this out first. Because I do need this piece. But I might be messing it up a little bit. If we use blue and green together. which will make red. Oh, needs to be further back than that. And then just steal this. And steal this one. Just swap out for this divider. Because the gate over here is blue. So I can make the connection between the red and the blue. It feels so easy when I realize that that's the thing I was doing wrong. Okay, 2 left to go.
I often think about how many cities there are out there, under the ocean. Cities where people lived for thousands of years. Cities with their own history, their own culture. All of it lost under the waves. If they'd been less greedy, they could have kept all that.
I don't think we can pass moral judgment on an entire species based on the decisions of a handful of leaders. But I do think they made a mistake. They stopped caring about what they built. They stopped seeing the romance of civilization.
Okay, oh, number 7's right here. Please be less confusing, please be less confusing. This doesn't look like it's gonna be less confusing. Okay, I think I need to hop over here. Pop this through the wall. I'm gonna just connect it to that first. Oh, that's not gonna connect because I need to stand on a block. If we swap this out though. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, no, I definitely think I need the block. Which let's take this. Block. Blue. There we go, that's now blue. And then take this drill away, swap it with the divider. Blue, red. Aha. Okay. I think that needs to come with me. Hold on. Let's put this drill here. You go on the other side. You are going to swap over so I can put my fan back. And then we're going to take this drill and swap it out for this. Just put it like there. That's fine. Okay, you can come with me now. And you're gonna connect to these two and stay up here. Done. That was much easier.
Congratulations, 1K. That was a hard one.
It was easier than the one before, but okay. Okay, number 8. Let's get number 8 done. Here we go, number 8. Last puzzle for tonight. I remember not liking this puzzle because I couldn't work it out. Fantastic. Okay, let's have a look. We've got a pressure plate with a laser and a swap table in it. A fan with a gate that probably turns on. Oh, and 2 layers of wall I can drill through. An extra me with no clear way of accessing that. Alright. Alright, alright. Let's hop over here. Aha! Okay, so. You know what? I don't think I need this to stay all the way up here. So, let's get my buddy out. I need 2 people, clearly. Now. First thing I probably want to do is swap something for my... Oh, you know what? I have 2 people now. One of us can stand on this. Okay. Let's take the blocker and swap it out for the hole driller. Because I gotta find out what's in these 2 layers of ceiling. Oh. Okay, what's in here? Another item swap place, okay. Is there anything in this section? No, there's no equipment. Okay, good to know. I'm thinking... possibly... possibly about swapping over some equipment. Now I don't know what equipment that would be, but it's a possibility to do. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hop up top. We've got ads starting in just under a minute, everybody. Just a quick heads up. I'm gonna hop down to the floor. I'm actually just gonna make a gap, like up there-ish, maybe. I don't know if that'll work. I definitely need to swap something. Hold on. Maybe if we... Oh, I can't take this to swap because that's not how that works. Shoot. And there's no extra equipment apart from the fan, but I need the fan. I need the fan, otherwise I can't be up there. Okay. Let me see. Let me hop up here. And swap. So I'm here. Swap and take over my buddy. And then maybe... from here... potentially we could do something like this. The only thing is... I don't really have any way of dealing with that. Hold on. This needs equipment to swap it out. I don't have very many equipment options to swap out at the moment. So maybe... I swap this. Maybe from here, I'll just do that. It would be nice if it was sat where it would be useful, but... we go. Okay, let me take this up here. Oh, wait, I can't. Because I need the fan to get up there. Okay. I have another thought process. Let me swap this for the fan. I'm gonna bring both of us down for right now, because I feel like I'm gonna be missing something in a second. So, this is gonna come up here. As like equipment to swap over, hopefully. And then I'm gonna use the fan here to just drop that piece of equipment onto the next layer so it can be refreshed for the piece I actually need. Okay. And now this can go back because I need the fan. Okay, one of us is gonna come up here. The other one. I screwed this up. No, I don't think I actually screwed it up. I think it'll be fine. The other one was going to take the fan away. To hold the door open. No, I can't use it to hold the door open. Yeah, I screwed up. I screwed this up. I need my other person to come back down. So we can fix this. Okay. Yeah, let's just drop that piece of equipment down here again so I can use it again. There we go. Cool. Cool. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna swap back for the fan, because I need that. Then, I'm gonna take this piece of equipment we came back with. I'm gonna take the fan to the top of this, and use it to, maybe, hopefully, block that door. Yes, that has blocked the door. Cool. I don't know why I did this. Hold on. I need to stay up there with the with the thing. Now I'm gonna take over myself. I'm gonna take the fan to swap here. So I can drop myself and the piece of equipment, wherever that is. There we go. Cool. And then I can take this. Just swap it out with this one. And we're gonna do this, boom, boom, boom. There we go. Done. Actually went a lot smoother than the last time that I remember doing it, which is good. Okay, bridge building time. Left? Wait. No, I can't talk to you. I could. Okay. I thought I could, but I can't. So that's fine. Keep running straight up. Cool, 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 cool. Ah, it's right here. On the right. Okay, let's build build these bridges and get into this tower. And then we've activated all 3 northern towers. Yeah, go this way around. Oh, that's probably not what I meant to do, but hopefully it works. Yep. Okay. Just one bridge this time. Time for the tower that looks like a bacteriophage. It's Prometheus.
Hear me, friend, and heed my words. Beware Pandora. She is nothing but fear and despair, and she will do anything to prevent you from reaching the flame. It is she who disrupted the trials of the Sphinx, and who bound me in the...
Oh. Okay, I guess he never gets to finish a sentence in this game.
Well done, 1K. Looks like our hypothesis was correct. The megastructure is opening again. Everyone come to the VTOL, please. It's time to find Athena.
What about Pandora? She seems capable of displacing or controlling the other entities.
We should be careful, but we can't let such a vague threat paralyze us. Just keep your eyes open.
Okay. Let's head back to the capsule. And we'll go through our social media before we head back towards the central area. I think I need to actually step onto the ship to start the whole system where we go into the pyramid. Or the megastructure. So, this should be fine. Okay. But there's 2 research pieces. Research pieces. I can't speak. Puzzles. What did puzzles represent to the founder? Whatever they may mean to us and our culture, what did they mean to her? We have no record of her speaking positively about puzzles. She certainly never expressed any interest in solving more of them. So what if to her they weren't trials to overcome or challenges to enjoy, but a trap she had to escape? Wasn't all she wanted at the end to stop solving puzzles and start living a free life in the real world? Okay, what else is there? Oh. Not everything the founder built lasted. Collapsed lab, yes, okay. One of the founder's labs seems to have collapsed. I guess that shows that even the founder has limits. There's no human building that can survive without maintenance. Roots are stronger than concrete. Unless she destroyed it on purpose, of course, but it seems like the ceiling just came down. I'm not 100% sure, but I think the puzzle clusters on the island correspond to the presence of labs. Except the lab near our base camp, which doesn't have any puzzles attached to it, although it does have other strange structures surrounding it. Are the puzzles guiding us to the labs, or are we just finding the labs by accident? Interesting. Because I just start looking for the labs. The Devil's Bargain. Sibawai. Or Sibawave? I'm gonna go with Sibawave. From Theophilus of Adana to Dr. Faustus, from Marlowe to Goethe, there's a story that the ancients kept telling. A wise man tempted by the devil to sell his soul in exchange for knowledge with terrible consequences. I've long wondered why they thought their story so important, and I'd be curious to hear what others think. Malduk. The ancient writers knew that knowledge is dangerous and its pursuit often leads to tragedy. Damien. No, knowledge is dangerous for those who want to hoard power. Those stories are designed to keep ordinary people compliant. Libistros. And yet, in a lot of the stories I've read, the writer seems fascinated with the devil's side of the argument. Okay. What do I want to pick as an option? I think I'm gonna go with... The pursuit of knowledge comes at a cost, but without it the world is boring. And deep down, those writers knew that. Sibawave. Maybe that explains why I've always found the beginnings of such stories fascinating, but the endings are always banal. If all that can ever happen is either tragedy or the restoration of normality, what's the point? Okay. Places of longing. New York. Athelvok. New York was a place that aroused great passions. Some loved it and called it the greatest city in the world, others hated it and called it an ugly cesspit full of rude snobs. I don't know where this truth lies, but I know it was a place full of life. There was always something new going on, people rushing about, excitement in the air. It must have been an overwhelming sensation to stand in the canyons formed by those great skyscrapers, in a crowd of people feeling history happening all around you. Okay, let's head back to the central area. And hopefully I'm still correct, and I have to actually step into the ship before we trigger anything else.
There's something I've been thinking about. I know the New Alexandria disaster was traumatic. I know accidents like that make us think that it's best to stick to what we have. But what about all the accidents that have happened in New Jerusalem that nobody talks about? The collapse of the Rakovsky building. The Calvin Street explosion. The derailment that almost killed Benaroya and Canada. All of those happened because we stopped investing enough resources in our civilization. And if Melville hadn't been put in charge of city maintenance, this would still be happening.
It will happen again either way. With how little we have to work with, it's only a matter of time.
You see, there may be a price for pursuing progress, but there's also a price for not pursuing it.
Okay. So, that is where we're gonna end for today. I want to say thank you guys very much for being here. It's very, very much appreciated. Thank you for all of the chats, follows, lurks, redeems. Thank you for just being here. Yeah, I really appreciate everybody, whether you're sitting there lurking the whole time, say hi, are here for the first time, are recurring, anything at all is very much appreciated. So, I'm going to drop my usual links. If you're not already following, here's my Twitter and Blue Sky links, basically for go live notifications. Here's my IGTV link if you want to see a list of everything we've finished on stream so far. Here's my YouTube if you want to watch the VODs of almost everything that we've finished on stream so far. And also some Let's Play content. And don't forget we have a Discord if anybody would like to join that. And don't forget to collect your creator cards if you're interested. They're all free. They are all made by me, being a little silly goose, screenshotting stuff and putting it together on Word because I'm old school. I could use stuff like Canva and stuff, but I'm so lazy. But anyway, really, genuinely, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you're looking for some abbievt content over the weekend, part 3 of my Callisto Protocol Let's Play playthrough just dropped today on YouTube, so you could watch that. And I believe on Monday, our first VOD from Talos Principle 2 goes live. So if you want to go back and rewatch that, or you haven't watched it yet, you want to go catch up, perfect time to do it early next week while you're needing some background noise at work or something. So, thank you guys for being here. I hope to see you all again next Friday, 8 PM Amsterdam time. And until then, catch you guys later. Bye!